Girivaradhari Yashodanandanam Vrajajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Vrajajanaranjanam Yamunatira vanachari Yamunatira vanachari Jayo Radhamanova Kunjabihari Gopi Janamalava Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamunatira vanachari Yamunatira vanachari Jayodadhamanova Kunjabihar Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamunatira vanachari Jayodadhamanova Kunjabihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mother is feeling very sick. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naradeva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tamudhiraye Kaisha Badreshu Yam Bhagavata Sevaya Tamashloke Bhaktera Bhavati Naistiki Tatra Purvatarakashe Saka Brahmana Atmavan Tantavyan Valguna Samna Amarudatim Prabhu Purvatarakashe Saka Brahmana Atmavan Tantavyan Samna Maharudatim Prabhu Tatra Purvatarakashe Na Atmavan Tantavyan Valguna Samna Tam Aharudatim Prabhu
Tatra Purvatarakashe Saka Brahmana Tatra Purvatarakashe Sakha Brahmana Atmava Santa Vayam Valguna Samna Tama Harudatim Prabhu Tatra Purvatarakashe
Tatra. Yeah, mic. In that place, Purvataraha, previous, Kashyap, someone, Sakha, friend, Brahmanaha, a Brahmana, Atmavan, a very learned scholar, Santavyan, pacifying, Valguna, by very nice, Samna, mitigating, words, Tam, unto her, Aha, he said, Rudati, while she was crying, Prabhu, my dear king. My dear king, one Brahmana who was an old friend of King Puranjana came to that place and began to pacify the queen with sweet words. Purport.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. The appearance of an old friend in the form of a Brahmana is very significant. In his Paramatma feature, Krishna is the old friend of everyone. According to Vedic injunction, Krishna is sitting with the living entity side by side. According to Shruti mantra, Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakyaha. The Lord is sitting within the heart of every living entity as Suhrita, the best friend. The Lord is always eager to have the living entity come home back to Godhead. Sitting with the living entity as witness, the Lord gives him all chances to enjoy himself materially, but whenever there is an opportunity, the Lord gives good counsel and advises the living entity to abandon trying to become happy through material adjustment and instead turn his face toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead and surrender unto him. When one becomes serious to follow the mission of the spiritual master, his resolution is tantamount to seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As explained before, this means meeting the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the instruction of the spiritual master. This is technically called Vani Seva. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura states in his Bhagavad Gita commentary on the verse Vyavasatmika Buddhihi Ekeha Kurunandana, Bhagavad Gita 2.41, that one should serve the words of the spiritual master. The disciple must stick to whatever the spiritual master orders. Simply by following on that line, one sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, appeared before the queen as a Brahmana, but why didn't he appear in his original form as Sri Krishna? Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura remarks that unless one is very highly elevated in loving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one cannot see him as he is. Nonetheless, if one sticks to the principles enunciated by the spiritual master, somehow or other he is in the association with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since the Lord is in his heart, he can advise a sincere disciple from within. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 10.10. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted and worship me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. In conclusion, if a disciple is very serious to execute the mission of the spiritual master, he immediately associates with the Supreme Personality of Godhead by Vani or Vapuhu. This is the only secret of success in seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Instead of being eager to see the Lord in some bush of Vrindavana, while at the same time engaging in sense gratification, if one instead sticks to the principle of following the words of spiritual master, he will see the Supreme Personality of Godhead without difficulty. Srila Bilva Mangala Thakura therefore has said, Bhaktatvayi Stiratara Bhagavan Yadi Syat Daivena Nah Valati Divya Kishora Murtihi Mukti Swayam Mukulitanjali Sevate Asman Dharmartha Kama Gataya Samaya Pratikshaha. If I am engaged in devotional service unto you, my dear Lord, then very easily can I perceive your presence everywhere. And as far as liberation is concerned, I think that liberation stands at my door with folded hands waiting to serve me. And all on all material conveniences of dharma, religiosity, artha, economic development, and kama, sense gratification, stand with her. Krishna, Karanamrita 107. If one is very highly advanced in devotional service, he will have no difficulty in seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If one engages in the service of the spiritual master, he not only sees the Supreme Personality of Godhead but attains liberation. As far as material conveniences are concerned, they automatically come, just as the maid servants of a queen follow the queen wherever she goes. Liberation is no problem for the pure devotee, and all material conveniences are simply awaiting him at all stages of life. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaudavani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Bhashat Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tatra Purva Tarakashe
तत्र पूर्वतराकश्चित्
Saka Brahmana Atmavan
सा ब्राह्मण आत्मवान्
Tantavyam Valguna Samna
क्षान्तव्यन्वल्गुना साम्ना
Samaharudatim Prabhu.
सामाहारुदतीं प्रभु.
King, one Brahmana who was an old friend of the king Puranjana came to that place and began to pacify the queen with sweet words. I'll get over. Hare Krishna. Audio is clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So this is continuing on the meditation separation. Now we are serving the Acharya in separation. More or less we had no opportunity to see, and if somebody saw, we didn't have any opportunity to take personal association. But we do have an opportunity to serve the Acharya in separation. Now here, very nice instructions are coming, so many beautiful. One thing is coming very beautiful, what is that? Mukti Muktanjali, Mukutanjali. You saw that line. Mukti Swayam Mukulitanjali. Okay? Anjali is a kind of what we say mudra. Anjali mudra. Know that? They do that? Anjali mudra. In Yogasana, they will say now we'll do Anjali mudra. In fact, in the Delhi airport also they put all the mudras. But there is something called Anjali mudra, means like this. There is form a cavity between the hand and Anjali. Anjali means basically to form, to give respect. Anja. So now he is saying, this is a great Acharya who is speaking, Vilva Mangala Thakur. He is saying that now that I have taken to devotion service, I don't have to bother about mukti, dharma, artha, because devotee is not interested in those things. Devotee is not interested in mukti. Devotee is not interested in dharma, artha, kama, moksha. He is not interested in all these things. In fact, it is a fall down when a devotee becomes interested in all these things. Now you are cooking for the Lord. Now suppose and you have an offering to be done. Now after offering the arati is happening, at 8 o'clock sharp you have to do offering. Now 7:55 somebody comes to you, so you want to wear golden chain. What do you say? Why are you disturbing me? I have some service to do. Correct? The devotee which is focused on service to Krishna, he has no other distraction. Because his focus is to please Krishna. But then, we don't have that. We don't have that. We have so many distractions. We have so many other things to do. And then what happens? So if we can focus on, yes, I will just focus myself in bhakti. Bhakti means an attempt to please the Lord. If I am focused on that, the other distractions will keep waiting, but they will not be able to distract you. Mukti. Mukti means liberation from all the pains of this world, repeated birth and that everything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mama Janmani Janmanishware. I am ready to serve you birth after birth. He is not asking for mukti. And the other thing, dharma, so-called religiosity in this world, artha, so-called money in this world, kama, so-called enjoyment in this world, all these things, the devotee is not interested. And they keep waiting outside the door with Anjali Mudra. Who? Mukti. See, the all list is there. Dharma, artha, kama, all these things, and mukti. Mukti, swayam, mukti, swayam. And behind the servants are there. Mukti swayam, with all the servants, who is a dharma, artha, kama, all are queued up outside, they are ready to serve him. But devotee is not interested. In fact, Kapila Muni said they are not even interested in there are varieties of mukti, correct? One mukti we know, Sayuja mukti, devotee is not interested. But even other muktis, devotee is not interested. Sarupya, Salokya, Sami, he is not interested in all those things. He just wants to please the Lord. That's what Kapila Muni says. My devotees are not even interested in all this Sarupya, Samipya, Salokya, Sashti. They are not interested in any kind of situation. They just want to please the Lord. Now this is the platform. Just imagine, from a platform that we are in, if we can just continue following the orders of spiritual master, Acharya Srila Prabhupada, chanting the 16 rounds, following regulative principles, if we can continue doing that, we can see it's a matter of time we will attain this divine consciousness. Today, it's not like that. Outside, even little sense gratification is there, we'll run. We give up our chanting, we give up our reading, and we'll be meditating whole day on some kind of sense enjoyment. Is there somebody got this much crores of rupees? Whole day we will be thinking, Krishna, why I am not so fortunate like that person? So, we'll never be satisfied. Dharma, artha, kama, so-called religiosity, he's a very saintly person, oh, very nice. Artha, so-called money, kama, varieties of enjoyments. It's not that they have to wait outside, no. I will go and run. Sometimes it happens. Outside the house, I tell you, somebody has come, 5 crore rupees is standing. You will leave everything, and you will run. Sir, you wanted to give me? Yes, I want to give you. So, we are after these things. Otherwise, why does it attract us? Why are you getting attracted? So, it's not that they are waiting outside. I am out waiting outside. One person was telling me, one rich man, that he went to a place and the pujari had kept everything pending. He said that his God was starving because he was waiting outside to receive me. It happens sometimes. The rich man was to go to some place. He said, I felt very bad. He gave up all puja, patha, everything. God was starving because he was waiting outside. I got late. I had so many places to go. Then I landed there at 3 o'clock. He was waiting outside. He had not given bhoga, and he was waiting outside to receive me. So not that mukti and dharma artha kama waiting outside. We are waiting outside. That is the condition. So if we can, therefore Bhaksanta Prabhupada used to say, there is only one thing which is shortage in our life. What is that? Bhakti. Krishna consciousness. Actually, there is no other problem. There is only one problem. What is the problem? I am not Krishna conscious. So then nothing can be done. Whatever you do, you will not be satisfied. Correct? We can look into ourselves. We have some problem. We think if I get some money, my problem will be over. Not be over. That you can keep dreaming. But if you become Krishna conscious, then all your problems are over. There is only one shortage which I am having. What I am having? One shortage. What is that? I am not a bhakta of the Lord. Because if I become bhakta, then money is not a shortage. It is standing outside the door. Dharma is not shortage. All so-called religiosity is standing outside the door. Automatically they perform. Kama is not shortage. And mukti, all Anjali mudra they are making and they are standing outside. So, but just have to, is it very difficult to chant 16 now? No. Is it difficult? It's not difficult. Vardhanam. What is it said? Vardhanam increases. Chetodharmanamajanam bhavava giridharvaparam shaya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadi juvimanam anandamamburi vardhanam. Vardhanam. It says increases. Your dharma will increase, your artha will increase, everything will increase. But then heart itself is not getting purified. Krishna is very worried. Krishna wants to bestow. Bestow on his devotee everything he needs. Krishna wants to bestow. Krishna is very keen to bestow, but he is worried sometimes that devotee will get into sinful activities. Like he'll become like another Nalakuvera Manigriva if I give money. What happened to Nalakuvera Manigriva? They were the children of Kuvera, correct? There in Krishna Lila, what happened to them? Too much money, they became mad. They became crazy. They were walking naked without any shame. They were into total sense enjoyment, they were drunk. And they not even, when they saw Narad Muni, at least the girls were not so drunk, they dressed themselves. They were so drunk. Janmashwarya Shuddha Shibi Edamana Madhapuman, totally intoxicated by that. So Krishna is very worried sometimes. If I give, this guy will get crazy. Better I don't give. Better I don't give. Otherwise he will become crazy. So Krishna is worried actually. Otherwise Krishna wants to bestow, no? Krishna is the Vaikuntha Swami. He can give unlimited too, but he is very worried. What will this person do actually? So according to what he can handle, Krishna gives. That's a rule, no? According to what somebody can handle, he gives. Become crazy, otherwise people become crazy. Just like Sudama was in a very difficult position previously. And Krishna bestowed in unlimited opulence. But there was no change in Sudama, he remained same. He didn't become proud, he didn't become disturbed. No, he was peaceful. As previously, he remained same person. You see, Srila Prabhupada saw a life of great hardship, helplessness. And later he had a great movement. Thousands of disciples, huge, rich movement, fabulously rich. Around the world, people used to say ISKCON means fabulously rich. But Prabhupada was the same person. He was sitting in Vrindavan with his friends, sitting and simply laughing, joking the way he was before. It was waiting outside with Anjali Mudra. He was not disturbed. But we become very disturbed. If I tell you outside one Sethji is waiting in his car with Lord of Lakshmi, you cannot chant Hare Krishna after that. There is outside so many things are waiting that become very, very disturbed. because we have such aspirations within our heart. Therefore, Krishna is very worried. Krishna is very worried. Okay? If you want Krishna not to be worried and be free with giving us dharma, artha, kama, mukti, everything Krishna is ready to bestow, but the devotee is not interested in all the things. Only interest is how to serve Krishna. Okay? So this is actually the, just by chanting Hare Krishna, we can achieve this. Now we were discussing yesterday, as the heart becomes purified, what happens? As the heart becomes purified, we can actually experience beautiful Krishna consciousness. When the heart becomes purified. And then we can experience what is known as separation from the Lord. Yesterday we were finishing Prabhupada prayer on separation, so we can take that and we continue. Oh wow, we almost had time. You see the heart and intense separation. Viraha Ashtaka. That's called Viraha Ashtaka. We read one. We can read more. One set was over. Yeah. Kuhu Mataji is ready?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Now this is the first one. Yeah. You want me to make it a little bigger? Yeah. Yes, Mataji, start.
Advaita Prabhu Yanma Gura Enechila Bhakti Vedanta Prabhu Tatta Nivedila.
Just as Advaita Prabhu reverently prayed and thus induced Sri Gauranga to descend, your father, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, prayed for you to incarnate.
We know this, Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to spread Krishna consciousness around the world, but he felt that he needs help. So we should also always seek association. Paramatma is there within the heart anyway, your best friend. Like in this purport, it was our best friend. Krishna is the best friend, old friend. He knows us, the oldest friend. So, just like Advaita Acharya prayed, I can't do it, my Lord, please come down. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came the same way. Bhaktivinoda Thakur felt that he needs help and he prayed to the Lord, send me somebody from your own staff. And that is the descendant of Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada.
Baharati Baharata Bhumite Janman Hoila Uddhare Bharate Bhumite Janma Hoila Uddhare Janma
Mataji, second one.
Tanara hi agre prabhu eshe chila tumi.
তানারে আগ্রহে প্রভু এসেছিল তুমি বাহিলে সকেলে তুমি ভারতে পুণ্যভূমি.
Because of Srila Bhaktivinoda's ardent desire, O Master, you came and proclaimed to everyone that India is a holy land of Lord's divine pastimes.
Okay. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said the same thing. Very fortunate to be born here. Then,
ভারত ভূমিতে জন্ম হইলে উদ্ধারে জন্মানি সকলে করি পরোপকারে.
One who has taken his birth as a human being in the land of India should make his life successful and work for the benefit of all other people.
okay. Fine. 3. Then,
এই মোহ মন্ত্রে মন্ত্রে ভনি ভানি সর্বত্র প্রচারে তোমাদের ভরিছে প্রভু সভা অন্ধকারে.
Everywhere you went, you boldly preached this great message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But now, in your absence, O Master, everything has fallen into darkness.
So that he is meditating on his spiritual master. When you are there, preaching is going so vigorously. He's meditating on his spiritual master. Yes, then?
তোমারা করুণা সিন্ধু পুণ্যবদ্ধ হলো এই ছেলে বেবাদি দুঃখে ভক্তিরে ভাজেলে.
The overflowing ocean of your compassion has once again become dammed up. Seeing this, my heart has been pierced by the sharp spear of grief.
Okay, so now my spiritual master, preaching was going on so vigorously. But what do I do? He's meditating in separation. Now things are not going so well. Okay? Damned up means no more preaching is happening. And then what is happening? My heart is pierced because Srila Prabhupada wants preaching to happen. He is seeing people are suffering without Krishna consciousness. And then what happened? It's a lot of pain it is causing to me. You see that? Acharya means compassion. He's seeing that there was a time when his spiritual master was preaching. Everybody was taking to Krishna consciousness. Thousands of people are taking to Krishna consciousness. Now it is not happening. And because of that, because devotee has a sincere desire, he can see people are suffering. We cannot see that. People are having nice house, nice car, they are enjoying. That's what we are feeling. But a pure devotee who has actual vision, he can actually see people are suffering. Because he can see people are suffering and because he sees no preaching is going on, then what is happening? Is grief. Correct? You understand? Otherwise क्या है? कोई खाना ला रहा है, कोई पका रहा है, कोई खा रहा है, बस हो गया. We have no vision. Just like Prabhupada says, joint mess. That's what Prabhupada said, my guru's mission became just a joint mess. कोई खाना ला रहा है, कोई पका रहा है, कोई खा रहा है, सब सो रहे हैं उसके बाद, है ना? Eating and sleeping, that's all. No compassion. Cannot see the people are suffering. Cannot see that something I should do to elevate the suffering. Cannot see. We cannot see that actually. Therefore we are preaching on order of Prabhupada as sadhakas. Prabhupada could not even sleep. Why he was not sleeping? Not that something. He can see people are suffering and I should do something to elevate the suffering. Just imagine what is the beautiful conscience of the Acharya. People are suffering. Something should be done to elevate their suffering. है ना? कोई पकाया, कोई खाया, सो गए बस. ठीक है? So he's seeing people are suffering and he's seeing that it's so much pain. He's feeling pain. In Shoche Tato, the Prahlad Maharaj says, Shoche Tato, my heart is paining my Lord. Because Vimukha Chetasa, I see people are suffering in this world out of forgetfulness of you. So what he tries to do? Tries to do something. So he was feeling very happy, some preaching is happening. When his spiritual master was there, preaching has stopped now. Okay? Next.
মহাপ্রভু কথা কই মহাপ্রভু কথা বিনা সবা কোলাহলা দেখিয়া বৈষ্ণবে কুলে বিরহ বিভুলা.
Without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message being spread, there is confusion and hafel everywhere. Seeing this, all Vaishnavas feel overwhelmed in the pangs of your separation.
See, our pure devotee knows the spiritual world. We think this is what it. No, spiritual world is so peaceful, everybody is so happy. There is not even a slightest of pain there, mentally, physically, so Ananda Kanda. And seeing the people, there's so much confusion in this world. A pure devotee feels pain. Correct? Whereas overone in the pangs of your separation is saying, my spiritual master, where are you? What can be done now?
মায়াবদ্ধ জীবাকুলা পঞ্চ অন্ধকারা শান্তি খুঁজে মারে সবে আকুল পাথারা.
The spirit souls have once again been captured by Maya and covered by the darkness of ignorance. Desperately seeking relief, they are simply perishing in the fathomless ocean of anxiety.
Like Prabhupada used to say, just like a fish out of water, chatpatata hai na, like we are. Some he can see people are Chappatar ends up in pain, in suffering of the material existence. You can see that again they are captured by Maya. And then what is happening? Because of darkness of ignorance, desperately they are seeking relief from this pain. Just imagine, you see a war and people have been hit by bullets, they are lying on the ground and they are writhing in pain. They are seeking relief from this pain. What do you feel? You feel compassion. But Acharya sees something even more. So-called they may be having, comfortable body, comfortable, so-called, but actually without Krishna consciousness they are in so much pain and confusion. He can see that. So we cannot see that. We will see, oh see, कितने अच्छे कपड़े पहना है, मजे में है, because हम भी माया में, उससे ज्यादा माया में, क्या प्रचार करोगे उसको? वो प्रचार करेगा। खाली बोलोगे चैंड हरे कृष्णा, वो अब देखो कितना हैंडसम था, कितना स्मार्ट है, देखो क्या है, बड़े बड़े कार है, कार का गाड़ी का चाबी हाथ में रखा था, तो वही देख पाओगे. You will not be able to actually see his suffering and you will not be able to preach to him. Okay, then,
जीवेरो दरोदे देखी श्रीला प्रभुपादा विराहे वासोरे तबो होरी अवसादा.
O Srila Prabhupada, you personally suffer to see the sufferings of the fallen conditioned souls. On this day of your separation, I am utterly despondent.
see, you see suffering, personally suffer to see the sufferings of the fallen conditioned soul. So try to come to this platform, chant attentively, dhyan se jap karo, then you will see people are suffering, then you will understand Acharyas are acting to relieve people from suffering. You cannot even understand that. Why Prabhupada sat to put his leg on a ship and he went to America, you will not understand. Unless you have the holy name in your heart and in your tongue, then you can understand. Okay, Hare Krishna. Today time is up, we continue tomorrow.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Namaste.
So we are having that
Krishna Prabhuji Sagar.
Gita
Thank you,
Parayana on
Prabhuji. Hare
Sunday.
Krishna.
Yeah, on Sunday. On Sunday we are having the Gita Parayana in the temple. Those who are nearby are welcome. They can also participate.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Krishna Prabhuji
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare.
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Rama Hare Hare,
Prabhuji Sagar.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna